Hi everyone, Nikhil Pratap this side. I'm a CA finalist student currently working at KPMG, and this is the website that I have built as a part of my portfolio. This is the landing page of my website, which generally showcases the user interface and which is for the purpose of various features. It has a full animation sort of thing, you can see. So yeah, let's begin the walkthrough. So this is the user interface of my website. It generally has an interactive price chart which has the 5 year of data. You can select any company, any ticker or any currency, any Bitcoin. This is a global tab number which changes every 15 seconds. Market rate during the day, how the market has moved during the day. This is a general sector heat map. The broad version is in there. Cross asset metrics which you can evaluate basis on the months. I have included it for 3 years and 1 year and 6 months. Market analysis based on the AI generated language, and competitive analysis for any of a company. For suppose I am selecting the Marico Limited, which has a ticker of Marico NS. You can see any company's ticker from here. So it has a suggestion feature. You can use it across this website. This is the industry and competitive analysis of a company. It uses Porter 5 forces. Then this is the macro indicators. So yeah, basically this is the overview of market. Let's suppose if I have to search over the equity, its company, and analyze the shares. So this is the tool that we can generally use. SpaceX, yeah, SpaceX is SPCX. So yeah, this is the overall day movement, how the stock market has fluctuated. This is the company overview, basically investment highlights. This is the business analysis, historical performance analysis, how the revenue CAGR has changed, EBITDA, then ROE, etc. etc. This is the management analysis, how the management maintains their return on capital, return on equity. Economic mode is very useful again in the equity research analysis. Ownership analysis and financial statement analysis. It has 3 years of analysis and year-on-year percentage variances along with the reasons of variances. So it calculates the variances for the latest year along with the previous latest year. Balance sheet analysis as well, cash flows analysis. So in the income statement as well as the balance sheet statement, these are the certain margins which are in their year wise. Then this is the ratio analysis of current year ratios. So it has return on capital employed, return on asset, EBITDA margin, net margin, current ratios, and various other ratios you can see. This is the capital allocations, how the capital is allocated during the last 3 years. Then business risk, what are the key risks to the businesses, financial risk, regulatory risk, industry risk. And this is the competitive positioning. So SpaceX is currently has below competitors based on our judgment. You can add other companies as well. So you can select any companies. So I suppose I select Microsoft. It takes a second. Yeah. So Microsoft is added, and now it calculates various technicalities of Microsoft, and you can compare based on it. So this is the forensic analysis of SpaceX, how the earning quality is. This is 3 ratios which is generally used in forensic analysis. So you can understand about these ratios in the learning center or whatever you want to understand in the learning center. So as per my forensic analysis, it says there is a weak cash conversion ratio. Why? This is the reason. How it is calculated, how everything is calculated. This is working. So modeling left. So now I will expand the feature. This has the feature of selecting the horizon period. So let's suppose I take the horizon of 3 years. How numbers will change, how 5 year at 5 year how numbers will change, at 10 years how numbers will change. Generally the assumptions are taken for the 5 year or a 10 year horizon basically. Diagnostics, what are the issues are in there. You can change the assumptions based on your judgment. Obviously from here you can change the annual Fed, etc. You can change. This is the method of terminal value. So generally for a matured company we use perpetual method, but for a less matured company or startup company we generally use the exit EV by the EBITDA. So it also differentiate. You can change the capital allocations, capital structure as well. And beside that, all the numbers are automatically calculated. How it is calculated? It is based on calculated on assumptions evidence table. So assumptions evidence table shows assumptions is taken for. So suppose revenue growth is taken based on the historical CAGR of 12%. Its weighted is taken of 60%. Then year-on-year trend of 40%, which is kept at 25% minimum, 25% maximum, and minimum 2%. 3 years of actual data point. So we have, this is the historical evidence, this is our input, this is the recommended input. Based on this everything is calculated, and you can see the method basically. this is the historical financials. So if I select 10 years, all the numbers will change to 10 years. So the historical financials are taken for 4 years, last 4 years. Then forecast horizon, this is the assumptions, how forecast assumptions are changed. Income statement forecasted, balance sheet forecasted, cash flow forecasted. These are 0 because we have not taken any assumptions here. So if we take any assumptions, it will be number based on it. Then the revenue forecast, etc, etc. And finally the FCFF is built. Then WSCC is built. You can change the WSCC as well. So if I take 4, it will change to 7.77. You can reset it to recommended also. Recommended is based on the general industry practice. And this is the discounting schedule. This is the terminal value. Then finally EV is calculated. Intrinsic value is calculated. Sensitivity analysis, how WSCC change and growth change, how the revenue, how the intrinsic value will change. This is the scenario analysis in case of bull, base and bear. Then across all various modalities, how numbers are calculated, it shows. Then it is a Monte Carlo simulations, which is very useful in modeling. So this is the complete modeling that you can perform over this website, and you can export it to the Excel, which is a very cool feature. Okay, so this is the Excel cover page, obviously. Then every numbers are linked to any numbers. Every number is derived from various functions, you will see. Then EV bridge, assumption sheet, whatever the numbers you put in there, it will come in assumption sheet. So this is hard coded because assumptions should be hard coded. Then next year assumptions are taken based on the previous year assumptions. Everything is there. So yeah. Then WSCC built, how WSCC is calculated. So the risk-free return, then we have taken beta, or then we have taken equity risk of premium. How it is calculated? It is calculated based on the cost of equity coming from here. WSCC built, income statement forecast, balance sheet forecast, cash flow forecast. Then DCF income, this is the main valuation engine, how the PV is calculated. Every number is linked, every number is formula based. This is the sensitivity analysis, scenario analysis. And yeah, audit CD is basically for whether the asset liability matches, etc, etc. So it is for the reconciliation purpose basically. The risk center shows various risks associated with the company. So currently these numbers are taken from the modeling lab. So if you see, our modeling is not reliable because the current assumptions, we have not changed the current assumptions. So we have to change the current assumptions so that valuations risk will be less, since the terminal value dependency is higher. Then industry risk, regulatory risk, governance risk, how it is, and this is the risk matrix. This is the details of all the risk, etc. If I have to showcase all the working that I have made, we can showcase it in the Excel, and we can also showcase it in our report. So this is the report generated. This is the rating given. Everything is in there. All the numbers are coming from the way of working. Okay, now moving ahead to the portfolio section. For the portfolio section, you must have been logged in with the Google account basically. So once I have logged in, I can access the portfolio section. So first you have to create your first portfolio, mention the name like Nikhil portfolio 1. Now Nikhil portfolio 1 is coming here. You can change the portfolio across. Now add companies from here. You can select from any market universe or make a custom driven search driven portfolio. So I'm selecting top 20 companies from the Nifty 50 market. Basically, we can add to the maximum of 20 companies only because there are API limit within the same. Now you can select the indicators that you want to analyze. So these are the indicators, technical indicators, which are used to analyze a stock or trade. Yeah, so this is the company wise, indicators wise. You can select high to low, all filters are there. Now if I want to see my sector allocations, signal distribution, I can see from here, any technical breakouts from here. This is the candlestick chart analysis. These all green streak, red streaks or yellow streaks are the indicators. You can select any indicators, it will provide you analysis here. You can select red and it will provide analysis here. You will select this. Okay, this provides the analysis here. So you can see the full analysis based on the same what does this indicators means, and based on this you can make your decision. Further, there are certain features which traders use. So trend line, which is obvious thing which is generally used. Then the EMA 20 line, EMA 50, all are in there which you can use. look how my portfolio looks like, how the candlestick movement look like. Now I can see for all any companies within my portfolio. If you want to change the companies in the portfolio, you can also change from here. You can remove any companies and add other companies. So Marico.ns if I want to add. Yeah. Now within the one day I want to know how many patterns are in there. So you can see from here pattern timelines. So these are all the patterns that was in there within the day. Sector analysis shows the YTD days, YTD return within all the sectors. So basically all the sectors are within the financial services, energy industry, basic materials, and like it is based on high to low basis. So this shows the day wise returns. So like if company has moved very high out position, so it will show green color. Then if a company is in the loss, so sorry, the industry is in the loss, it will show red color. And you can select any industry. So once it is loaded, it shows the yellow color which is in the financial services, and the blue color is in the Nifty 50 line. How my company has moved in across with the volatility of the Nifty 50, I can see from here. For the S&P 500, Nasdaq, and Russell also, you can see for 1 day to 5 year to maximum industry or reason. Now if I want to see the day returns, it shows here YTD returns of the industry, 1 year return, 3 year return, and 5 year return. So basically the financial services companies are booming. And now I want to see a sub-industry wise division, like how the banking sector within the financial services has moved, how the credit sector within the financial services has moved. So it shows here. You can analyze the largest company within the sector also. So these are all the analyst rating. Now you can see the heat map of it also. Heat map is basically categorized based on the market capital, and market capital, the whatever the company is having a more market capital, it will have a larger space within the heat map. Okay. News and settlement is based on whatever the recent news are in there, it bifurcates the same within the negative, positive, and neutrals. Yeah, this is the calculator, which is generally a basic calculator which you can use as SIP, SWP, with ESOP. For the ESOP, you can fetch real-time company's value. So if I'm selecting the AAPL, so the current market price is this, and it can fetch your ESOP. You can learn from here whatever the technical terms used in the working. Library, yeah, so whatever you save from the report generation tab will save like here. Now in the earning call analysis, you can analyze the earning call transcript of any companies which is listed on stock market. So basically every listed company publishes the earning call transcript every quarter. So basically what you have to do is to copy all the text from here and paste it right away here and analyze the transcript. So it shows whether the management is confident with their tone or not. It shows the management tone, which is very important in analyzing a transcript. It shows the guidance where the company is heading toward, what is stated in their earning call transcript. So you cannot read a full 19 page, but you can read it away right here. It shows the risk, how many times the risks are mentioned, and in relation to what. The competitors, whether the competitors was mentioned too many times. So yeah guys, that is all from my side. I hope that gives a clear idea regarding the functionality of the website. You can reach out to me to the feedback form right away, or you can also reach out to me to the LinkedIn. I'm currently active there. And in case if you want to support the Meridian, you can support the same for any amount.